Moi! My name is Jana, and you're watching Finnish Knitting Stories, episode number 107. I'm coming to you from Finland, from the southern part, right by the sea. Today's Friday, I'm in my craft room, and we will be talking about knitting. So, how have you been? I hope all is well. Oh, you can also find me on Instagram, eskettonits, and on Ravelry, eskettonits, and on Ko-fi and Patreon as Finnish Knitting Stories, and everything I talk about, all the patterns will be in the description box down below. So, yeah, let's begin. Let's talk about knitting. Have you been knitting a lot? I know we haven't seen each other in like 2 weeks for a regular episode. Last week I had a Lento special. By the way, thank you so much for all the love and lovely comments. I know Lento is not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. Because some people love it, some people don't, and it's like that with everything, right? I know many of you don't understand what's the fuss about it. It's a basic raglan, but yeah, I happen to love it. It's my choice of a basic raglan pattern. I have knit 5 of those for myself because it fits well on my body. I enjoy the loose gauge. I enjoy the versatility. You can play around with almost any yarn, and I know it's gonna work for me. So yes, and to answer one more question regarding lentos about the neckline, I got a lot of questions about the neckline. Why do they all look different on all of my sweaters? Well, because of the yarn choice. Some yarn holds the ribbing pretty well. You can get a nice tight ribbing that doesn't stretch out. And other yarns don't hold ribbing at all. For example, boucle. And if you want a tighter neckline with boucle, add another strand of yarn, some wool, merino, anything that will keep it more together. And you can adjust the neckline and play with it. You can have it wider, you can have it more narrow, you can always knit the ribbing longer, or like whatever. This is not lento, I'm just showing you the ribbing. So yeah, thank you so much for loving my lento special, and we will do some other special very, very soon because you have been giving me ideas. Thank you so much for that as well. Okay, so what I'm wearing today, want to talk about that? I'm wearing my Wervel by Mike van Keen. This is the pattern from the pink book, Neons and Neutrals, and I have talked about a couple of episodes back. If you want to know more about it, go, I think, 2 episodes back. You will see on a thumbnail I'm wearing this very same dress. If you're new here, I knit it into a dress, but it is a sweater pattern in a book. There is no modification for the dress, it's my own. I improvised. And earrings, what I'm wearing today? I'm wearing polymer clay little yarn balls with knitting needles. And I have no idea who made these. I have had these forever, and I'm sorry, I have no idea about the maker, but it was some local Finnish maker. Okay, so that's about it, about what I'm wearing today. And let's go to my one and only finished object. Yes, I only have one in 2 weeks because life has been very lifey around here. We've been busy with lots of things. I've been working. I ended at a yarn event last week on Wednesday, and we've been dealing with some kids stuff, and then we had a day off with my husband when we went to Helsinki last Friday. And my mom was here, and yeah, all sorts of lifey things, you know. So I didn't have much knitting time, but I managed to finish this cute little fella. It's a mystery gnome. It's a mystery gnome by Sarah from Imagined Landscapes. Is the latest one. Gnome news is good news. I hope I'm not spoiling mystery for anyone because it finished already a while ago. So the last clue came out a while ago, and I'm done with mine. And yes, they were feet. They were feet, and I'm so happy about it. Isn't he adorable? Sarah has other patterns with gnomes with feet, but I have not knit any of those. So this was my first one, so I'm double excited. Yay. And the different thing about this particular gnome was that you could use a self-striping or heavily variegated yarn for the body. I went with a self-striping. It's a leftover from Sophia's Musselburgh hat, if the colors look familiar, and yeah, He has a round nose, cute hat, little feet, stick arms, and my gnome has a boucle beard because I love a chunky beard. If you're wondering why my gnome is so large, because he's knit in DK, and I like my gnomes a bit bigger. I'm not gonna sing a song. you know what I mean. And you could attach arm like this, but I didn't because I went with a chunky tassel. I love big tassels and big gnomes. What else I could tell you about him? The nose. The nose has a story because the initial nose was in like a cream color, like a natural white, almost like the beard. And I lost the nose somewhere in a house. I don't know what happened. I would like to blame the dog, but I know it wasn't the dog. It was purely my fault. She doesn't care about knit bits. So I have lost it, and I'm afraid it has become the vacuum cleaner's food, the nose. But if I happen to find the nose, maybe it's in a sofa. I didn't check there, by the way. Then I will put it in my spare part basket because I have a spare part basket for the gnomes. It's mostly beards because sometimes you're trying on different beards and they don't work out, and I've been just popping them in a little basket. So I have spare parts for my gnomes. He's very cute and whimsical, and he already has a girlfriend. Yeah, he just moved in and he is already arranging his life. He met a lovely gnome lady in the nearby forest, and I observed some nomads. So he might be moving into Sophia's room to be closer to the gnome lady. The gnome lady lives with Sophia. I didn't bring her, but you saw the footage at the very beginning of the nomads that I managed to capture. So yes, he's been using his time here well. I don't know what else. He's adorable. And he was a lot of fun to make, and yeah. Anyways, keep playing. Adulting is overrated anyways. Okay, stay. Yes, I put a bit of I put a weight into his bum, so he sits by himself quite well. That was my first and only finished object today, because you know, sometimes life just takes over. Okay, I have a few whips. Want to talk about those? Probably you do. I know I do. First one you have seen multiple times. It's my Umma Cape by Eggyo Knits, and I just broke off the yarn because it got caught on something. Anyways, I have a plate of wool on a plate of wool plate on a wood plate on a plate, because it's easier than putting it into a project bag. I like to keep my knitted in plates like this. It's easy then to knit from them. Yes, and here is my cape. I'll try to show you. I'm already done with the creases on the bottom. Okay, it keeps changing color depending on the light, but it's now almost at the knee, just a bit to the knee, and I'm just working on the length. I already finished the sleeve bits. They look a bit wonky, but blocking will help. Blocking will definitely help, and I'm just trying to work on it. Not much left, really not much left, probably some 20 centimeters of the length, and then we're good. And the knitted in color was Svaveltikka, which is chicken of the woods. Yeah, lovely orange. Very unusual for me, but I've been loving orange lately. I don't know what's happening, but yes, orange feels good right now. And it's gonna be extra cozy. I'm holding yarn single. That's why it's taking forever to finish. But yeah, I hope we can talk about this as a finished object next time. I really, really hope so. Okay, that was my first whip. My second whip is a new cast on, because at the moment I finished the decreases there at the bottom. I gave myself permission for a new cast on, and it's been lovely. It's been lovely. I lost the pattern somewhere already. It's in one of my favorite summer bags by Bertie and Puppet. Hi, Jill. Jill makes the most beautiful bags in the Nottingham in the United Kingdom, and this one is my Happy Summer Garden bag. And why is it summer bag? Because I have a summer project in it. I have a new cast on, which is gonna be my summer cardigan. Here's the pattern, by the way. It wasn't lost, it was placed very nicely there. Can I show you the front page? Yes, there is nothing. There is nothing on it. I'm sorry, it's black and white. It's Helix Cardigan by Marianne Munier and... sorry, my terrible pronunciation. I'll put it on the screen. And I'm knitting it in my own hand-dyed yarn in a color Overjoyed. My neons just keep getting more saturated from year to year. Because I have lost all the fear of strong colors. Because, you know, when you're young, you still care. When you're older, you just wear whatever you want. Yay! I'm happy to be in a no ducks given club. Hi, ladies. It's lovely. It is a very strong color. I think my camera can't handle the color. And I'm knitting size 6 because that pattern has enormous size range. It goes from very small to, I think there are 14 sizes. 14 sizes! So you can definitely find a size for yourself. So I was between sizes, but my gauge is off by 1 stitch, so I went with a smaller one. I think the pattern gauge is 23 and I have 22, so it's looser. I could have gone down a needle size, but I don't really wanna, because I enjoy the drape on this. It will be more stiff if I go down a needle size. So I think in original you knit it in 2 strands of Helix or Felix by Lemienemy. Yeah, and I'm just using 1 strand of sport weight yarn and it's close enough. Another thing that I wanted to show you where are these... Ooh! Sorry. Things are falling. Are these raglan lines. Look at those teardrops. Look how cute they are. They are absolutely adorable. It is a bit more fiddly than the regular raglan increases, but it's not really that bad. Totally worth it. It's so cute. And it's a summer cardigan for me, so extra aeration in the crucial areas does not hurt, right? We could use that. So it looks very, very cute. It looks like a kid cardigan right now, but this is the very, very top. I'm making the round neck version, and there will still be a button. What is a button? Button band. Yeah. It should be fun. It should be fun because my gauge is alright. I didn't do a swatch. I just started knitting and then measured, and it was alright because I know this yarn won't grow too much. Or at all. Okay, so yay to that. I'll keep knitting on it. It's a cute little beginning of a cardigan. Okay, now we can put it away. I'll put it here. Look, it goes with my gnome. I have a theme here, clearly. I'm sorry if my voice is annoying today because I'm again having some problems with my sinuses. You can hear I'm trying to talk and breathe at the same time. So I've been on this crazy roller coaster of a blocked nose for the past month probably, and it just happened last night again. I started feeling a bit odd, but otherwise I'm fine. It's just that I can't breathe through my nose right now. Yeah, not important, just in case you think my voice sounds weird. That's the reason. That's the reason, and I apologize. So, what else? What else? Happy mail. I have a teeny bit of happy mail. Because I got a message from a lovely viewer, Hillary. thank you so much, that she ordered me something that's coming directly from the UK, from a maker. And it arrived. It took a while. It was wandering somewhere around sorting centers right here in Finland, but it finally arrived. It's a cute little box bag. And it's by this Lizzie Sews on Etsy. And it's adorable. Thank you so much, Hillary, for sending me this, and thank you so much, Lizzie, for making it. So yeah, when I got the package, it was all a bit like hard and crunchy, and I was wondering, what is there? It was vacuum packed. That's why it looks a bit wrinkly, but I will give it a good steam and it will look great again. It was vacuum packed, which is very smart. You save on shipping, definitely. So it's orange, you know, with the theme, goes with my cape. It's orange inside as well. It's orange inside as well, and it has the coolest bit. It has this frame. It's a frame bag. I love it. I love it. I love a good frame bag. You know, I'm an old soul. I feel like Miss Marple. When I get my hands in a frame bag, I think of Miss Marple for some reason. And this is adorable and very handy. You can knit from it. Like, you can use it as like a project bag basket. Very, very nice. So thank you so much, Hillary. It was a lovely, lovely gift. And of course it has foxes on it. So nice. And I love this hardware where you can put stitch markers or maybe something else. So this was a tiny bit of happy mail. I also have some other acquisitions, but I'm not sure if you're really interested in them. I already showed them on my Patreon, so I'm not sure. I could show you the yarn very quickly because I did attend yarn market in Rajamäki last Wednesday, which was 1st of May. It was a free day in Finland, not for entrepreneurs. Yeah. It's an inside joke, don't pay attention. Yes, and I attended Hiivatehtaan Lankamarkkinat, which if you translate is a yeast factory's yarn market. And I was a vendor there, and I brought little yarn treats for myself from there. I brought this beautiful skein. It's a Finnish sheep wool by Yellovilla. Yellovilla was arranging this event. It's called Pikkupassi. Love the colors. Love the colors. This is mine. And then another skein. Does it just scream me? It's by Nina Silmukka. She's a lovely knitting friend as well, and she buys fiber from me, and then I bought yarn from her. It's a handspun. It's a beautifully, beautifully made handspun. About worsted weight, so I was thinking maybe in a yoke somewhere, maybe something else, but I could not pass on these colors. They scream me. like it fits in the theme here. Okay, yeah. So what else? Word of the day. Let's do word of the day. It will be very much related to a day that we will be celebrating here on Sunday. It will be Mother's Day in Finland on Sunday. So let's do the word mother or mom. So in Finnish, that's äiti, and in Latvian, that's mamma. So äiti, mamma, and I'm both of those. Sometimes I'm äiti and sometimes I'm mamma. My mom is mamma, and my husband's mother is äiti. Or my husband sometimes uses another word which I don't like as much because it doesn't sound so nice. But boys, what are you gonna do? Okay. Knit and chat. Traditionally, the weather. It's been quite gloomy and rainy. We managed to have a couple of very warm days. One of them was last Wednesday when I was away, of course. And I have managed to do a bit of gardening, like the tiniest bit of gardening before it turned cold again. Right now it's about 5 degrees Celsius outside, which is cold. What do you do on your cold days? You wear all your cozy woolly dresses as long as you can. So I'm not even upset. I can knit and be cozy. So because soon it's gonna be too warm for this. so I'm catching the last moments to wear it. Yeah, I managed to clean out my flower beds around the house. My mom was helping me. She loves gardening, so she had a blast. And in the vegetable garden, I had left a couple of raised benches unmaintained before winter because snow just came down, surprised us, and never left. So I didn't manage to clean a few, and now it's done. Now it's done and ready for new season. But I'm not sure when are we gonna be planting things. Probably in June, because we're still having frost at night. Yeah, I had to cover the strawberries not to lose them. But yeah, not cool. Not cool. We're having very cold spring, unusually cold spring, and bad for my garden. Things won't manage to grow again, but I'm hoping we will start building the greenhouse. So what else? The event on 1st of May, it was lovely. It was lovely to see everyone who visited. Thank you so much. If you were there and you stopped by and we chatted, it was absolutely lovely to see people and to go touch some yarn. I wanted to buy some mohair, but I could not figure out the project. I wanted just to buy random skates, but there was nothing in my colors. They were either very light or very dark. There was nothing like bright and colorful. But that's all right. I picked those, and we will pick mohair next time. I tried, but yeah, couldn't figure out quickly a project for a mohair that I saw. There was some lovely mohair, but I'm trying to buy with a purpose. I have no idea what I'm making with those, but something. Yes. So what else? So my health has been a bit up and down, as you can hear. But I'm not letting that get to me. I'm just powering through. It has to ease up eventually. I'm trying to take it easy and sleep well and eat well and hydrate and yeah, and go for walks whenever I have time. So it's gonna be fine. And I even had some meds for this, but I think it's complications from the previous wave of ill. Yes. What else? We had a free day with my husband. We went to Helsinki. We wandered around last Friday while my mom was still here. She was watching the kids, and it was lovely. We walked around, we visited some stores, we just had a nice day together. Yeah, went to IKEA at the end. And I got a couple of things, but that's not really. Yeah, acquisitions. I'll show them whenever I'm using them. Okay, but what else? There is Mother's Day on Sunday, and today, this Friday, I had a lovely morning at Bruno's school. They arranged a very nice surprise for us, all the moms and grandmas and sisters, and like whoever wanted to come could come. There were even some dads, because why not? We went to school in the morning at 8 in the morning, and we went to a school gym, and the lights were off, and we took yoga mats, and we had a quarter of relaxation. There was a lady who guided us through and walked around with the bells, and it was very nice to start the morning like that. Then we had coffee there, and then we went each to our own kids' classroom, and there they had different activities for us, and Bruno's class had prepared some painting for us. So we got to paint a field of flowers together. You would sit next to your kid and just paint together. And I'll insert a picture of what me and the kiddo painted, and I'm ridiculously proud of him, because I love his eye for the color. I love that he has a bit of my creativity in him, that he got it from me, because my husband is in a completely different area. If you ask him about colors, there is just like 3 colors. That's it. And kiddo got my eye for the colors, and I love that. Because he's a fully math brain. Like I'm 50-50. I'm like math, 50 languages, and some creativity on top. I don't know where that comes from. But he has a math brain, and with that added creativity, he loves colors. He also likes to wear colors. And my mom loves to shop my hoodies for him because boys at that age mostly wear black, and all the colorful ones are always left on sale. He loves orange and yellow and red and green is his absolute favorite, and I have this kid that loves colors. We love colorful things. My husband is not opposed to color. He will probably wear anything that I give him. His favorite sweater is black, though, but it's Star Wars themed. There is not much color options. It's my fault. I made him a black sweater. That's his favorite, in Light Loppy. You probably have seen it a few years ago. Yeah, and Sophia just loves pink. If it's pink, it's a winner. It's easy with her. So, yeah, it was a very, very nice beginning of my day. And yeah, on Sunday we will be celebrating. And I always on Mother's Day like to think about other women in my life that have had influence on me, that besides my mom, my both grandmothers, they passed away already a long time ago. My maternal grandmother passed when I was a teenager, and on my dad's side when I was in my early 20s, so long time ago. But they are the ones who have taught me all the crafty things, knit and crochet and embroidery and some yarn dyeing and a bit of spinning, and I just love it. I always think about them on that day. And then there's also my aunt, who's a very crafty person as well. And then I always like to think about my English teacher, my first English teacher, who had a major influence on my life. She was a very warm person, and hopefully still is. She, hopefully all is well. Yes, she moved away from our town, unfortunately, so I don't know where she is or what she's doing, but she taught me how to have a passion for languages. She taught me that it's actually exciting and not boring and not a chore, how to love learning languages. And I always think about her because she has had a great influence on my life. So I think to be a mother figure to someone, you don't have to give birth to that person. You can just be that beautiful influence in somebody's life. Even if it's your neighbor or a friend or sister or cousin or like anything. And I think that's what we should celebrate. We should not get focused on just like mom, a beautiful mother figure. So on that note, I want to wrap it up because I can feel tears coming up. And I'm not going to cry on a podcast. So thank you so much for being here with me. Take care, knit a lot, and celebrate those beautiful women in your life, even if they are no longer with us. So I will see you next time. Heippa!